Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series Mission 2020 we are taking here. 17th of July it is unique questions, derived questions, current affair based questions we are discussing here, and these are core UPSC level questions. Earlier when I used to take the PIB lesson, then also I was discussing questions, and from there many questions appeared in the prelims examination. So this is a better version and it's a core prelims level standard that we are following here. So follow these lessons religiously, and let's start the lesson. Pocket News app is trending on the Google Play, so you can download that. Stay updated with that, and these are the courses. Description is given below the video, and these all courses are important. You can call on these numbers, and this is the website's address. And PDF you will get here. Here I put the PDF. Telegram's channel, you will also find the link there, and it is the group. You can follow me on Instagram too. This is the Telegram channel's link. So you can get the PDF on all these sources. Question number 1. Question 1 says, in March 2017, Parliament passed the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017. You see, earlier 1961 was the year when this Maternity Benefit Act came, and at that time they fixed that 12-week maternity leaves should be there. And the world standard, according to the convention, international conventions, it is the 14 weeks time that they give for the maternity benefit leaves. So it was less than that. Now in 17 they amended this particular act, and they came up with this provision that from 12 weeks they extended it to 26 weeks. So this is a wrong statement, because it is saying that 26 to 52 weeks means whole year. So whole year cannot be given for maternity benefit, and it is 12 to 26 weeks. So this is a wrong statement. Second, it also makes it mandatory for every organization with 10 or more employees to have a crash facility. We all know where these kids of these workers, they are taken care of. So it is not the 10 member condition. It is actually 50 employees must be there, where the crash facilities would be mandatory. So below 50 it would not be mandatory, and 10 number is actually mandatory for applying this maternity benefit law, and there this 26 weeks would be a mandatory maternity leave that you need to give to female workers. So where more than 10 or 10 employees are working, this act would be applicable, and where 50 or more they are working, then crash facility should be there. So that's the case. So both the statements are wrong. D, none is the answer. Okay, you can see this act, Maternity Benefit Amendment Act, because it amended the 1961 MBT Act, and 12 weeks to 26 weeks, 10 or more employees should be there to get this act applicable, and 50 or more for crash facility. And there are conditions given for this crash facility also, that it should be within 500 meters of it, and it can be there in the neighborhood, open for 8 to 10 hours minimum, and minimum space of 10 to 12 square feet. At least one guard should be there, no outsiders are allowed, and a crash monitoring program committee would be there. So these all things, UPSC is asking a lot of details these days, and this is important because a lot of child abuse cases, child kidnapping cases we have been observing, and these are actually related to the lives of poor people, poor workers, poor female workers. So that's why it becomes much more important, and you should remember all these facts here. You can see the details of this act. This is all given in the PDF there. Okay. Next, Satat Initiative. Satat Initiative is a sustainable way. You see, we all need fuel for transportation, and it's better if it is a eco-friendly fuel and a less polluting fuel or a non-polluting fuel. The e-vehicles are promoted, but this Satat Initiative is not regarding the e-vehicle promotion. It is regarding actually the compressed biogas production plants, the oil marketing companies. They are now inviting the letter of intent from the entrepreneurs who want to establish these compressed biogas production plants, because this biogas, as we announced that Govardhan scheme, there also biogas production was the main idea. And what is the main constituent of this biogas? CH4, methane. Methane is the gas. 95% of constituent is the methane gas, and it's a flammable gas. So this would be an important eco-friendly way because it is less polluting than the conventional fuels. So for the sustainable and alternative transportation, an alternative issue, this compressed biogas CBG production plants. Regarding that, this initiative was started last year, and they are targeting 5,000 CBD production plants all over the country till 2025 year. So this is Satat initiative, and till June 2019, all marketing companies and gas marketing companies have awarded letter of intent for 344 plants. So their total target is of 5,000 plants, and they are going to give employment to at least 75,000 people, and 50 million tons of biomanure will also be produced here. Because you see, whenever O2 is not present or it is present in very less amount and organic matter is getting decomposed there by bacteria, then CH4 methane would be produced. Because in CH4 there is no oxygen, it is just CH4, 4 valencies of carbon and added with hydrogen, so CH4. So that is compressed biogas plant, and the process is very similar to the Gobardhan scheme and their particular plants. These are the benefits. UPSC may ask you directly about these benefits. An alternative, renewable and automotive fuel. All these three categories are covered here. Okay. In 2018 it was launched, and it was Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas which announced this scheme. But Ministry of New and Renewable Energy is also working here. They are giving financial assistance for that particular project. So both ministries are working with cooperation here. And before that, the National Policy on Biofuels came in 2018, and they emphasized the active promotion of advanced biofuels. So this Govardhan Yojana, which was galvanizing organic bio-agro resources, that was there, and they also promoted this CBG plant scheme. So Satat. Okay, and these compressed biogas networks can be integrated with city gas distribution networks also, because you see, they will sell the additional one for these oil marketing companies. So these entrepreneurs, they will establish these plants, and with the help of cylinders, there will be a fuel network, and through that network they will be sending these to oil marketing companies, and later it would be sent. So there can be a city gas distribution network also. So locally it can be used. Next, World Heritage Status. It's a unique question. World Heritage Status is recently given to Jaipur, and it was there in the tentative list, and now from the tentative list it is approved by the World Heritage Committee. So this committee, they organized this event in Azerbaijan's Baku. So there it went till 10th of July. So regarding this World Heritage Status, it's not a permanent status, because if you give a particular area, monument or somewhere a permanent status, then there can be misuses. Means maybe they will not take care of the place, and they will destroy it, they will change it, they will alter these boundaries and all. So these things can be there. So it's not permanent, and if some threat is there, then they will release a particular directive regarding that. They will say that conserve this place, otherwise we will remove that. So two sites like Hampi Monuments and Manas National Park, these two were put in the endangered list, and then the conservation efforts were there, and they conserved the area. So the status or the particular tag of World Heritage Status, that remained intact, and it is still there. But two sites are there in this world. One is in Oman and one is in Germany. These two are permanently removed because a huge destruction and total change was seen in those World Heritage places. So those were removed permanently. So this is wrong. And second, boundaries cannot be changed by respective countries. No, it is not correct, because they can be changed. These requests would be done by these respective countries, and they will send a request to the World Heritage Committee, and they will decide about that. So there can be a change in the name also, there can be alteration of the boundaries also. So that's the case, and they will decide about the case that we should keep this status with the body or not. So second is also wrong, because it says it cannot be, but it can be. So D9 is the answer. Okay, everything is written here, and no confusion would be there. Okay, Arabian Oryx Sanctuary in Oman, that was removed in 7, and Dresden Elbe Valley was removed there. So that was in Germany. So Oman and Germany, two places, only two places in the world till now which were removed. Okay, and regarding the first global assessment to quantitatively measure threats to natural world heritage sites found that 63% of sites have been damaged by increasing human pressure. So natural sites are declared, mixed sites are also declared, and mainly these cultural sites are already there. So 3 types of sites are there, but for the natural world heritage sites, they say that 63% are under immense pressure and they are destroyed. Next, blue flag certification. Again, issue came yesterday in newspaper. I discussed with you India's 12 beaches, they have applied for that, and if this blue flag certification would be given, then it would be given on the basis of 33 criteria. So these should be met to get this certification, and then when this certification is given, then also they have to maintain those criteria. Then only this can remain there. Otherwise, this certification will be taken back by the FEE body. FEE body is there in France, and since 1985 they are giving this particular certification. So this is correct. First is wrong, because it is not World Beach International, it is actually FEE body. Okay, so this issue was announced in The Hindu, and 12 sites are there from India, from various states, from Karnataka, Goa, Daman and Diu, and Kerala, everywhere. Today the picture of Kalakad beach that came, and that was from Kozhikode, Kerala, and that has also applied, and in yesterday's newspaper also some issues were there. So you can see it is given here, it must be met and it must be maintained for the certification. So only 2 is the answer here. And you can see Radhanagar beach in Havelock Island in Andaman, that has also applied. And today in the Hindu newspaper I discussed that Kerala's Kappad beach, the picture they showed on the last page of the Hindu today. So these are important 12 sites which has applied, 12 beaches actually, and they are placed in various states and union territories. Next, about Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana. It was announced in February, and it was a pension scheme for unorganized workers, unorganized especially, and only those unorganized workers who are earning less than 50,000 rupees per month, and they are not covered by any other scheme like ESIC or NPS Yojana or something like that. So these should not be covered by any other social security scheme, and they should not be an income tax payer. This is a logical question, because if they are income tax payers, then their income is more than 15,000 rupees per month, because if 15,000 rupees per month they are earning, then in a year they can only earn maximum 1,80,000 rupees. So they are not an income tax payer. So this is wrong. First is also wrong. Why? Because it's a pension scheme, and after 60 years they will get a pension of 3,000 rupees. That's the case. So for that they need to do contribution. So from 18 years if they will start, then if they are joining it at 18 years of age, then 55 rupees only they will have to contribute per month, and same amount 55 rupees would be given by central government there. So it's a equal contribution, 50-50 basis. If they are joining at the last limit of 40 years of age, then they will have to contribute 200 rupees per month, and the equal amount would be given by central government. So it is 18 to 40, just like the Atal Pension Yojana. So it is not 18 to 60, because after 60 the pension will start. So at least 40 is the maximum age where they can join it. So 18 to 40, this is also wrong. Third is also wrong. Why? Because family pension is an option here, but the pension would be given to the spouse only, whether it is wife or husband. Only they can be given this 50% pension after the death of the spouse. So that's the case. So third is also wrong. D, none is the answer. Okay, these all things are given. Unorganized sector workers 18 to 40, less than 50,000 per month, and should not be covered under any of these schemes, should not be income tax payers, and this is a voluntary and contributory pension scheme. It's a voluntary, not a mandatory thing, and Union Ministry of Labour and Employment. Okay, and the minimum assured pension is 3,000 rupees per month, and family pension is applicable only to spouses, and there is a provision there. So all these things are given. Their bank accounts, their Jan Dhan accounts would be added there, and auto debit facility means automatically the money would be deducted from their account. So that is also a particular provision there, and 3,000 rupees per month. SaveUpBozhe Yojana, with the name of Bozhe, you can remember that. It is regarding the particular free food that is given in the religious institutions like langar or any other prasad or something like that. in that making of that food, the products which are used like ghee and these oil or any other thing which they are using, so they are paying CGST and IGST on those products, and that would be reimbursed by the central government. That is the scheme is all about, and it is the Ministry of Culture that has announced this SaveUpBozhe Yojana. So C is the answer here, and scheme seeks to reimburse the central government's share. So that is CGST and IGST on purchase of the raw items such as ghee, edible oil, atta, maida, rava, flour, rice, pulses, sugar and jaggery, and which go into preparation of food, prasad, langar, bhandara, anything. And it would not be any discrimination whether it's a dargah or it's a temple, it's a mosque, or it's a church, or it's a temple. Everywhere this thing would be applicable. Okay, but some conditions are there like at least 5,000 people they should serve in a month, and it should be in existence for at least 5 years before applying. So that's the case. Next, Mauna Kea is the tallest mountain in the world. It's a true statement. You may be surprised, but it's a true statement. Because why? They are not asking that above ground it is the tallest mountain. It is not tallest above the ground, but with its total height from bottom to top, it is more than 10 kilometers in height, and most of the part of it, around 6 kilometers of its height, is below the surface of the water in Pacific Ocean, because the location is there in Hawaiian Island. So Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea, these are two important famous dormant volcanoes, and their shape is like that, the mound shape, because this is basaltic lava that they are made up of, and it spreads a lot. So this is the design, but their height is too much, and around 4 kilometers they are above the ground and 6 kilometers below the ground. So that's the case. It's a dormant volcano, and it's a summit, one of the best sites in the world for astronomical observation. That is correct statement, because it is no pollution there. It is in midst of the Pacific Ocean, North Pacific Ocean. It's a part of USA only, and in 1967 they established all these observatories and all, and now the 30-meter telescope is also being cleared to be established here. Some controversies were there, some protests were there from the local communities, but now it's all cleared, and they will establish that. And India is also among those countries which are funding this 30-meter telescope project. So that's an important question, and it is also a very important area, best site if you want to experience the volcanism in this life with your naked eyes. You can see the basaltic lava flowing on the road and how it is capturing the area, and you will understand how the Deccan Plateau has captured the areas of peninsular India. So that's a very great learning there, and that is why live observation. So 2 and 3 is the answer. First is wrong here, because it is not located in the Indonesian island. This is wrong. It is in the North Pacific Ocean, and these are the observatories, and that is a magical view there. It's a very scenic view, and these observatories are there because it is all clear sky and dark skies in the night. Okay, some areas in this world, they are very much supportive of these astronomical observation. One is in Hawaiian Island, one is there on Tibetan Plateau. So these are very dark skies in the night in these areas. So these are great areas, and just because there is no pollution, no air pollution, no light pollution. Okay, Canada, India, China, Japan and USA, these are the countries funding this project, and it is there on the island of Hawaiian Island. Next, these are the questions today, and we will meet again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sen.